In Ghana right now, accounts are being taken over and many businesses never recover. From Builder Studios, this is Calipso Social Media Podcast. I'm Enoch Robot Boy Apia Jr. And in this episode, you are going to learn how to stay protected in an era of increasing cyber threats as a digital marketer. I'm joined by Eric Mensah, a cybersecurity and financial crime specialist, and also the co-founder of Mensah Africa. Now, in this conversation, Eric will break down practical cybersecurity best practices every marketer should know, from securing your ad accounts to avoiding common traps that lead to hacks. So, Eric, thank you so much for joining me on Calipso Social Media.
Thank you so much, too, for inviting me.
Awesome. Right. Now, before we start our conversation, I just want to read to you a message I got on LinkedIn. I think that will be the basis of this conversation, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to run through real quick, then we start this conversation with that. Hello, I'm not going to mention the person's name because he has since apologized. So, hello, I am Kweku Mensah from a professional service firm within the global network of International. You can learn more about us on our website. And the website is actually a website. I went there. It's a genuine website, just to put it out there. We offer, just as the website said, they offer the same services. I've just reviewed your profile. That is my profile on LinkedIn. And after reviewing your CV, which I haven't sent in my CV, I believe you're a great fit for the exciting opportunity we are offering. This opportunity includes flexible working hours, which you all love, remote work on creative and marketing projects with an attractive salary, potential for long-term collaboration with clients across various industries. If you are interested, please see our project details in the attached PDF below. Fill in your information and leave us a message. So this person went ahead to send me a Google Forms link, which when you click on it, it will send you to Google Forms for you to fill out the details. Then I went through the process, right? So at the end, I got a link to a file with an extension of exe. So in this case, from your own, as a cybersecurity specialist, right? What should I do?
So when you were reading, I just started laughing because these are typical schemes that criminals or fraudsters do, right? They use to get unsuspecting individuals. Of course, you know that the unemployment rate is very high across the globe. In fact, even in Ghana here, a lot of people are looking for employment. And like you saw the message, it was carefully crafted. However, you see, anytime criminals are crafting their messages, because they intend to blast it to a lot of people, uniquely to you, you might see that there is an element in there that does not really match. For example, you didn't send your CV to them.
That is one.
But they are saying that the CV that you sent to them, they've reviewed it and all that. So that is straightforward a red flag. Now, when you look at the modus operandi, so modus operandi is basically their scheme, the way they craft their modus, right, or their act. They sent you to a Google form, and after that, you got a link to download a file that ends with .exe. That is an executable file. So those who don't understand, right, it's a file that once you click on it, it will install something on your machine.
Okay, so the good thing here is that because I'm on Mac, and our extension is DMG.
Oh,
so even if I click,
lucky.
Yes, that is the thing. So would you advise that marketers should switch? I'll let you continue. But then would you advise that should marketers switch using only Mac in their work, or they should still stick to their PCs?
In fact, I would have been doing some marketing, but no marketing. The key thing is that the criminal can still develop a .dmg file.
Wow.
to target jurisdictions that are Mac users. You get it? So the key thing is that anytime you are downloading a file that is not your regular, if it's supposed to be a PDF or so it should be PDF. But you're seeing exe, it means that it's a file that cannot execute. Or you're seeing .gmg, which is tailored for Mac. So we ought to be very careful. Even you should ask yourself, the form I am filling, I am not supposed to have downloaded any an application to use for the application. So I'm using two words here: application for work, and then application for job. Right. So we have to be careful. Links that we click on. That is why the key thing is, and you hear this often, that if you get any unsolicited message, particularly having a link in there, never click on these links because you might be phished. Thank you.
You've mentioned phished. We'll come to that.
Yeah.
But then talking about unsolicited messages or emails, can I prevent myself from receiving these? And if I can, how do I go about preventing people from just sending me these kind of messages?
Yeah, it's quite a tricky thing, right? So I'll look at it from two angles. One is your email address. A lot of us have call cards, complimentary cards, and because we want prospects, we really go share our complimentary card that have our emails in there. So your work email, your personal email also are in there. The criminal can even steal. There are portals that are available. I know where you work, the domain. I try to get to know how your company crafts your emails. Some people first name and then at their domain, or first name dot last name, that kind of thing. So the criminal can even still target your organization and then have those combinations because you may know the list of people that work in your organization. That is one bit. The other bit is receiving it in your inbox.
Yeah.
If it is like social media, like LinkedIn, that one you can't prevent it from hitting your inbox. But for a corporate email address, that is where the organization needs to have spam filters, because usually when these criminals are, blasting these messages, they blast it bulk. So there are certain rules that you set in your spam filtering system to identify keywords, and then it will put it in the junk for you. So organizations that are listening, right, this is what you need to do. Have very good spam filters and have your IT guys regularly update the rules and all those conditions with it so that some of these random messages will not hit your organization. And who knows, maybe another intern or a new staff that you've recruited will mistakenly click on it.
I'm a marketer. Eric, why should I care about security?
You see, when it comes to digital marketing, your key thing is you're out there, right? But you know that your door to every platform is your login, right? So if you lose your login, you are gone. Your reputation is gone.
Yeah.
Money is gone because you might be handling big contracts. Even trust that you have built over the years, because you can attest, you have been in this job for quite some time now, right?
Yeah.
People take time to build reputation online. You build and you get 500K followers, you have sometimes 1 million followers. And all of a sudden, your account has been hacked.
Yeah, it has been taken over.
You can imagine the big blow it will be, even if it is a very big corporate organization that is well known.
Yeah.
So when it comes to digital marketing and cybersecurity, it is a non-negotiable. It is a business imperative. You have to be well equipped to protect your accounts that you manage, your ad accounts. A lot of digital marketers, very big ones, they manage a lot of accounts.
Yes, a lot of money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So imagine that your email address or your email account is hacked and someone just does recover password or forgot password, and your password goes, OTP goes there, and they hijack all your accounts. See how big it is. That is why security and digital marketing,
they go hand in hand
to protect your assets that you built over the years.
From your experience, let's stay on account takeover in Ghana. How serious is account takeover in Ghana now?
In fact, it is really serious. In fact, the statistics show that. I can even give countless examples, right? But you see, the fact now also is that even the reports that are given online in certain portals, I would say they are underreported from analysis.
Underreported.
Exactly. Because you just take WhatsApp takeover, for example.
Yeah.
A lot of people have their WhatsApps being taken over.
Yeah.
Some people report to Ghana's Cybersecurity Authority. Some people report to the portals that they are working on. But a lot of the people who have been taken over do not report. So it brings the numbers. Yes, the numbers are high, but it makes it a bit lower because not everybody reports.
Interesting.
You get it. So account takeovers are huge. And like I was giving you the example, where you are a big social media marketer or a digital marketer, right? Then your email that you cherish a lot, and that is what you use to access all the accounts, has been compromised. Somebody takes over your email because that's the key.
The key to everything.
And then compromises. You realize that every account of yours will be compromised,
affected,
and you are gone. Sometimes you might go and even report one. I have been compromised, and it counts one.
Only one account.
Yes.
Not forgetting, not knowing that other platforms are also affected.
So seriously speaking, account takeovers are huge, and that is why even as digital marketers and even individuals watching, you ought to take best practices to be able to protect and secure your accounts from takeovers.
Yeah. You may mention that some people, if their accounts are taken over, they don't report.
Yeah.
What are the processes involved in reporting that my ad account has been taken over?
Great. So there are different processes. Like I did mention, Ghana has set up the Cybersecurity Authority, right? That has been instituted, and they help organizations, right?
Yeah.
So when you go to their website, even there is a number you can call 292, and then there are some emails that you can even send to them to help you. But most essentially, these platforms themselves have a way to report. So sometimes you go to
You mean the social media platforms like LinkedIn, IG,
and the rest.
and Facebook. Okay.
So if your accounts have been taken over, you can even use other people's accounts. Let me just give you an example. WhatsApp. If your WhatsApp has been taken over, right? One of the ways to do is to talk to people who are close to you. They go to, I think, settings or contact us, help. Then you go to what you need them to help you on. So your colleague would type in, the number so and so has been compromised and is being used by a criminal for fraudulent activities, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So kindly help out. So once you have your colleague make that report, they have a system that they use to monitor this report. Then they will certainly attend to you. So maybe by 4 days' time, they'll block the criminal. By 6-7 days' time, they'll reinstate you. Those are the protocols that they put in place. So every platform with avenues that they have for you to report. If you don't have the knowledge on that, you can speak to people who are in the domain to help you out. Right?
So let's take this WhatsApp scenario.
Yeah.
You said maybe roughly 4 days' time, they'll get your account reinstated.
Yes.
But truth be told, before that 4 days comes, the harm has already been done.
Exactly.
Yeah. So my next question will be, how should marketers prevent themselves from being hacked in the first place?
Great. So, like I did mention earlier, right? Your key for now is your login credentials.
That's it. So
Right.
your login, username, and
Your password. Now, one of the key things that you should not, and if you don't have that, after watching this episode, please do that now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Is multi-factor authentication.
Multi-factor authentication. That
Or
is
2FA.
2FA.
Or
Two-factor authentication.
So there are two names: multi-factor authentication, two-factor authentication. They all mean, I won't say they all mean the same thing, but they all arrive at the same thing. So multi means that for you to authenticate yourself before you get onto a platform.
Let's break the authenticate. We are marketers here, Eric.
So for you to tell the system that this is really me,
the platform,
right? That this is really me, and allow me to go into the account. Instead of just username and password, I have a phone. Send me an SMS to be able, which is the OTP, that the one-time password.
One-time password,
yes.
OTP.
Yes.
Yeah.
So send it to me. So that once I input that password or
That
code or 6-digit code, sometimes 4-digit code, into your platform,
allow me in. So in this case, you are not only using your username and password to log in, but you are using username, password, and
the OTP.
The OTP.
Exactly.
Genius.
You get it? So the criminal can have your username and password.
Yeah.
But without the code, because
doesn't
the code
have access to it. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a physical device. Okay.
You get the whole thing. So that is very key. But even because of the way the world is advancing, criminals have actually developed ways and means to even divert SMSs. Yes. So right now, the very best practice is to use an authenticator. Authenticator. So when you go to App Store or iOS OS Store, you have the Google Authenticator.
Yeah, I use the Google Authenticator a lot. Yeah.
You get it. Yeah. There is even the Microsoft Authenticator. There are a lot of authenticators out there, right? Try to use them because that one, it is app-based. So you get the code randomly generated in the app. And after some seconds, the code changes.
Yeah.
You get it? So that is very more, it's much secured, right? To be able to do that. When you let the OTP go into your email again.
And they have access to the email. Or just, we are back to square one.
Exactly.
They will just use the OTP.
From the email
and then get in.
And you know the funny thing? Most of us use the same password for multiple accounts.
Yeah, that
which is
another
very,
way.
very bad. Maybe I'll talk about that.
Yeah,
yes. Guy. So that is one key thing. Another thing to do to protect yourself as a digital marketer is use a password manager.
Password manager.
So password manager is like a vault, right? Where all your passwords are dumped into that vault. Then you lock it with a master key, right? Yes, of course, there's some school of thoughts who say, hey, so what if that master key...
Yeah, I was just about to add that.
Exactly. That is why you have to make that master key very robust. Yeah. You don't have your password to be marketing 2026 as your password. 2027. Then you change it, marketing.
You just be changing the years.
That will make you vulnerable. Right? So like I'm talking about passwords, you have your alphanumeric, special characters, all those things, right? To help protect you. At least 12 characters. That should be able to help you out, right? So I've mentioned having a multi-factor authentication or a 2FA, also having a password manager to help you out. The other thing is you need to also sometimes use a VPN, virtual private network. Particularly if you are using public Wi-Fi.
So in a sense that if you go to, let's say, a coffee shop to work, if you go to an internet cafe to work, you switch on your VPN.
Because you don't know who is managing that public Wi-Fi, right? You don't know who is at the back end of that coffee shop. Maybe they can be sniffing the network and they'll get to see a lot of things that you are doing. So, as a digital marketer, you have to get a VPN on your phone and on your laptop. There are a lot of them, Proton VPN.
Yeah. Which one would you recommend?
Oh, so not to advertise.
I mean, yeah, not to advertise.
Of course, there's the Proton VPN. Yeah. Of course, the VPNs, there are free ones and there are paid ones. Free ones, you might not have access to all the features, right? If you have some small dollars and cedis to spend, you can get the paid ones, right? You go to your app store. When you go to app store, you can even check. You can type VPNs, right, on your app store, and you see a lot of them on the app store, and then you go to them. So that is what to do for the VPN level, right? So I've mentioned about 4 now, right?
Yeah. Eric, for the purpose of this conversation, right, and you may mention VPN.
Yes.
Some are free, others are paid.
Yeah.
Now, for the free one, can they at least sort of protect us when we work in the public settings?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
They can. So the free ones can help you to the minimum.
At least
the basic help it will do.
Protecting you when you are using public Wi-Fi.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Right. But if you want additional features to make it very robust, you need to get that. Like I've mentioned, the VPN, also get an antivirus on your device. So all of us know that it's your laptop that needs
antivirus, yeah.
But your phones also need them. Most of us digital marketers use our phones for a lot of things. So you need an antivirus. So for example, a malware bite can help you out, right? So it helps as an antivirus and also anti-malware. So malware, for example, you click on that .exe file.
The file at the top of the PC.
Malware bite will just quarantine it. Because they know maybe this is a malicious app.
Yeah.
Then they'll quarantine it for you. Right. Good.
Let's move from an individual marketer to an agency settings.
Good.
What should agency do if they have multiple people managing one account? Yeah, we are in an agency setting now. Yeah,
it happens. Right? So you see, when it comes to agencies, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this where they share passwords.
Yeah.
Oh, a new staff have come. They need to pull out this report and then do ABC. Oh, share their password, then you just type the password and share it by WhatsApp. Or you take it, write it on a piece of paper and say, it is a very bad practice. In fact, the platforms themselves, like the Meta Business Suites and all those things, right? They have role-based features in their apps.
Yeah.
So, yes, the admin or the master person or the manager has an admin role.
Right, yeah.
All right. An intern has come in. What is the role of the intern? The intern just has to post content online.
Yeah.
You get it?
True.
So then, you'll give, in the system, you just give the intern a role. Content.
Interesting. Yeah, that's it.
You get it? So that intern cannot do a lot of, crazy stuff on the application. And it also helps so that if something goes wrong, you can attribute it to
whoever
B,
did it
or
to
C.
solve the situation.
Exactly. So for agency settings, that is a key thing to do. You don't also share, because when you do the role-based thing like that, you don't need to share password.
Yeah.
You only ask, okay, what is your account on LinkedIn or what's your account on Facebook? I want to make you a
content manager or financial
or reviewer or financial, that kind of thing. Then the admin will just pick it up. Another thing within the content, the agency setting is most of the agencies forget that they've given some rights to people when they leave the company.
Yeah.
So someone comes to do 2 months, 3 months internship, you give them some
the content, even without content manager.
Exactly.
Right.
They leave and you forget to revoke that right. What happens if the person becomes disgruntled? Maybe during the work
he goes rogue.
The person can go and post a very champion things on your page.
I've got system.
You get it? So, as agencies, you need to have a protocol onboarding and offboarding protocol.
Yeah.
Someone comes in.
These are the processes.
These are the processes. We want to bring you on board. Okay, we give them right 1, 2, 3.
Even intern, whether intern, full-time, part-time,
Even
contract work.
exactly.
Yes.
Because sometimes you get somebody to come in to do some 6-month project. You are doing a campaign and it's a very big campaign. So you bring a consultant in and you give them those accesses. When they are done, you don't have to trust them.
Of course.
Trust itself must be verified.
Yeah.
So you need to have those onboarding and offboarding. Once they exit, the admin need to go and revoke. Right? So that is a very critical thing. And I won't overemphasize this. Training. Once somebody comes on board, right? All the trainings we are having here in this episode, your digital marketers must go through this training. So in a very proper setting, the digital marketing team must have a budget for training. Because the modules keep changing.
Charlie, the industry we're in.
Now there's deep fake, there is this AI generated. I tell you, if you are not super smart or you are not very careful, the criminal will get you.
Yeah.
So training is also very important, right, for the agency setting. Right. Then, like I did mention, the other things still apply. The antiviruses, the anti-malwares, all those things are very important.
All right. Let's talk about, mention at least or at most. Let's do at most. At most, 3 non-negotiable things you would advise agency to do.
Great. The 2FA.
2FA.
Or the MFA is a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
Everybody must.
As long as you're on the account.
Exactly.
You should
have
your
a 2FA or an MFA
set up.
And when you have it to, perhaps per policy, you can tell them the first to go is the app authenticator. If the app platform does not allow authenticator, then now you go to SMS. You get it. So you can tier it.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Yes, 2FA there, it is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
When you are doing it, it should go to an authenticator app. If the platform does not allow authenticator app, then switch
you
to
do SMS.
SMS. No email.
No email.
No email.
Interesting. So right now, email is becoming obsolete when it comes to security.
Because once your email is compromised,
Charlie,
you are gone. So that is one key thing for agencies to do. And like I did mention in the previous question, you should have onboarding and offboarding protocols in place as agencies. It's a non-negotiable, right? Then the other bit is having sufficient budget for training and retraining for your staff.
So, we haven't done this in any of our episodes before, and you are the first. So we're going to switch our conversation to rapid fire session.
Okay.
I ask you one, pound, you give me one answer. Pound, you give me one answer. Pound, you give me one answer. This is the first time. Let's see how Eric does.
I hope I do well.
All right, let's start. Okay. So what's one red flag that screams, this is scam?
When it is urgent and it comes with authority.
Great. Password manager or no password manager?
Password manager.
Public Wi-Fi, is it safe or risky?
It is risky.
Public Wi-Fi is risky. One thing marketers should stop doing immediately, like the moment they finish watching this episode, one thing they should stop doing.
Stop clicking on any and every link from unsolicited sites or messages.
All right. Eric.
I hope I got all correct, right?
Yes. All right. So we are about to wrap up this episode. I want to know, what's one final piece of advice you give to anyone managing a brand online today?
Okay, so my final piece, right? Maybe I should have mentioned this earlier, but it's not too late. I'll just mention it, right?
Yeah.
Most of us have logins or plugins to some sites because as digital marketers we use plugins to manage
get keywords, a whole lot of. If you look at my, not to catch you, but if you look at my browser, I have a lot of plugins.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You should be very careful.
Okay.
Always get plugins from reputable sources, right? Because some plugins can be malicious, right?
Hey.
So always get plugins from reputable sources. If there is an update for any plugin, please do well to update it so that you don't end up making yourself vulnerable.
Beyond your work, I mean, you're a cybersecurity expert.
Yeah.
So if you come to work, clearly you'll be doing that angle.
Yeah.
But then beyond your work, what drives the passion to, build a safer online in Africa?
Yeah, you see, I have done this for several years now, right? And I realized that everything is going digital, right? Now, on the other hand, there are a lot of people going to school because they know that everything is going digital and it needs to be protected. That actually gave birth to Mentor Us Africa.
Uh-huh.
I have had a lot of people contact me for mentorship. And it is so big. So the whole dream is people contact us as Mentor Us Africa. Mm-hmm. We have connections with astute professionals within the space. So cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, compliance, and financial crimes. We link them to them.
All right.
We link the mentees to the mentors for them to mentor them. Because whether we like it or yes, whether the world likes it or yes, Africa is the next big thing coming.
Yes.
The youthful population is huge.
Yeah.
So we need to build the foundation. And this is where Mentor Us Africa and the passion to educate people to make the continent cyber resilient comes from.
If someone wants further advice on cybersecurity, how can the person contact you?
Good. So on a personal note, I am on LinkedIn, Eric Kweku Mensah. The Kweku is Kwaku.
Oh, okay.
Kwaku, Eric Kweku Mensah. You can link up with me on LinkedIn. I also have the Mentor Us Africa. I'm a co-founder of Mentor Us Africa. You can go to our website. We can also reach out on social media, Instagram, and then LinkedIn. We are super active on LinkedIn because we believe that's where a lot of the professionals are, right? So that we can do a lot of things, right? So that is who I am. You can reach out to me for advice, for support, for a lot of things.
Awesome.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course, I reached out to you. That's why you came in here. I appreciate your presence and thank you for coming on.
Thank you too.
The conversation was truly insightful. I've learned a thing or two from you, and I hope you learned something. Thank you, Eric, and thank you for watching this episode. If this is your first time of watching an episode of Calypso Social, please do well to subscribe so that you don't miss our subsequent episode. And if you've already subscribed, do kindly share this episode with your network. That is the only way to support this show. Thank you and see you same time.